Hello students, a very good evening to all and welcome back to Daily Current Affairs of 29th of July. Okay, so for today's discussion, we have four very important articles, and after that, we shall be discussing a practice question. So, our first article of discussion is about European Union AI Transparency Code. So, we shall be discussing what are the provisions under this code and how India should learn from this kind of code or this kind of act. Next important article, we shall be discussing about the recurring urban fires in India, especially in the regions of Delhi. We see every time in news that some or the other incident of urban fires is occurring. Next important article is about the water dispute which is happening between Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. So here we shall be discussing few of the important provisions, legal as well as constitutional. Yeah, just a second. Actually, this topic was not changed. This next article is about the Japan earthquake. So recently, the magnitude of around 7 or more than 7 hit the Japan coast. So we shall be discussing that why more and more earthquakes are happening near the coast of Japan. And finally, a practice question we shall be discussing. Yes, so let's start our discussion. So our today's discussion, first discussion is related to European Union AI Transparency Code. So what is the context? Context is recently European Union has released the Code of Practice on Transparency of AI Generated Content. So basically, see, European Union already have one act, that is European Union AI Act. So now this act will have a lot of provisions. So this is very basic thing that the act would be made by the topmost body, by the legislative body, and to implement the provisions of those act, we will be having different kind of rules, we will be having different kind of codes. So similar thing is happening that European Union already have this act, European Union AI Act. Now to implement the provisions of this act, now there are code of practice on transparency for AI generated content. Now see, let's discuss what all is present under European Union AI Transparency Code. So the main purpose of this code is to implement the provisions of the Article 50 of European Union AI Act. So this European Union AI Act would be having a lot of articles. To implement the provisions of Article 50, this European Union AI Transparency Code was brought. Now, first of all, let's know the basic objective of European Union AI Act. So its main purpose is to make the use of AI safer for the human beings. So this act is not restricting the innovative capabilities of AI. You can use AI for different kind of innovations. But here the thing is that the use of AI must be very safe. The AI must not misguide the people. So this is the main objective of European Union AI Act. So Article to implement the provisions of Article 50 of this Act, now we have this code. Now, please understand the basic provisions of this code, that this code covers two kind of groups, and those two groups are, first is the AI provider and second is the AI deployer. So now quickly we will understand the difference if we are talking about the AI provider as well as the AI developer. Sorry, AI provider as well as AI deployer. So see, if we talk about the AI provider, so these are the companies who are actually making the AI model. For example, if I talk about ChatGPT, so it was developed by OpenAI. So here OpenAI will be AI provider. If we talk about Gemini, so for Gemini, the AI developer or the provider was the Google. So AI providers are the companies who actually develop the AI model. Here examples are the ChatGPT or Google Gemini. If we talk about AI deployer, so these are the companies who actually use the AI generated images, AI generated videos, which are created by all these kind of AI softwares they use in their companies. Maybe different kind of news channels can use it, different kind of educational websites can use it. So these are the companies who actually use that AI generated image or AI generated content. Now, this code of European Union have different kind of duties for AI provider as well as AI developer. Now, please understand nicely about that what are duties of AI provider as well as AI developer. Now, the duty of AI provider is that they have to add machine readable markings, for example, metadata or watermarks to the AI generated content. So, please understand nicely. For example, this AI software, for example, OpenAI, or for example, ChatGPT or Gemini have generated some photo, just some. Now we have some AI generated photo. Now in that photo, that photo would be having a certain kind of information which is embedded in that photo. That those kind of information will not be visible for the users, but there will be certain kind of information, that this photo was created using what model, when this photo was created, that means date of that photo. So different things will be embedded in this photo or in this video. So this is known as the metadata of that photo. So users will not be able to see that data, but it is embedded in that photo or video. So this data will be helping the computer, or will be helping the computer or any kind of machine to detect whether anything was AI generated or not. And second is about the watermarks. Watermarks means whenever any AI generated content is created, that content every time leaves a kind of signature. For example, very basic thing, if you create a PowerPoint presentation using AI tool, for example, Gamma or Canvas, so at the below, at the bottom side, it would be written created using Canvas or created using Gamma. So this is a kind of watermark which is left whenever any AI generated content is produced. So this is known as the watermark. So this code which is created by European Union, it says that it is the duty of AI providers to attach all these kind of markings, for example, metadata or watermarks, to the AI generated content, so that the computer machine can easily detect that whether any data is AI generated or not. So this is the work of AI providers. So if we talk about the summary, so what is their work? Mainly their work is to ensure that the data which is created by using the AI platforms, that data can be easily detected by the computer. So at present we don't have any problem, but if in future any problem occurs, so that we have the justification that we had the all kind of framework which could detect that any data is AI generated or not. Now comes the duty of AI deployers. So what is the duty of AI deployers? Now they have the duty that whenever they show any AI generated content, for example, photo or video at the public platform, so they must keep the proper labels, that if any video is going on here, so somewhere here there must be a proper tagline that this photo is AI generated. So the work of AI deployers is to make ensure that public is well aware about the AI generated content. So the work of AI provider is they must make sure that machine can easily detect that any content is AI generated or not. And the work of AI developers is they have to make the people aware that that content is AI generated. So you have to make your opinions, you have to create your thoughts accordingly. Yes. So now if we talk about the importance of this thing, so actually this is very important, because it increases the transparency in AI use. Why transparency? Because now you in front of you have that tag that this thing is AI generated. So now it depends on your thinking process. Now it depends on your thoughts, that what kind of data you would be consuming and what kind of data you would be leaving. Second is it will prevent misinformation and deception. Because see, generally what happens, the kind of content what we like, so YouTube or any other social media platform, again and again, that platform would be suggesting that kind of content only. So because of that, a kind of echo chamber is created around us. But if we are well aware that no, this content is AI generated, this content can be fake also, so in that way we can be saved by from consuming misinformation also. Next thing is this will build the public trust in AI technologies. Why? Because now at present people have the notion that all the AI technologies, they are generating some kind of fake thing only and we cannot trust them. But if now people see that no, even if content is AI generated, there is a proper tag that this content is AI generated, so people can trust those technologies. And finally, it will promote the responsible AI innovation, because as I have already discussed, that the main purpose of this code or act is not to restrict the AI innovative capabilities. Its main function or its main purpose is just to ensure that AI has been used in the responsible manner. Now, please remember one more thing when we are talking about the duty of AI deployers. So here one more provision is there that label the AI generated public interest content when it has not undergone meaningful review. So for example, AI has generated a kind of video. For example, I have given prompt to AI that generate video of when Hyderabad was flooded. Okay, so AI has generated that video. But whenever any video or image is generated by the AI, that is our duty, that is duty of the users to first verify whether everything was correct, then we will be uploading on the public platform. But if that review was not done and you directly upload this video on the public platform, what will happen? The people in other states would be thinking that at present there is flood in Hyderabad, but actually it was not. You have only given the prompt, so the video was generated. So the provision says that whenever you are using any AI generated content and you are not reviewing it, then you have to label it, that label AI generated public interest content when it has not undergone meaningful human review. So people are well aware that it was only generated and people directly uploaded it, no review was done. So this was the overall thing. Yes, so if we talk about the significance, so this is one of the first comprehensive AI governance frameworks globally, because no other country or no other region in the world have such a comprehensive, such a broad AI governance framework. So this would be a learning for India also, because at present India does not have a comprehensive kind of framework related to AI, and the especially the people in the rural areas who are not well aware of all these things, that whether the content they are seeing, whether it is AI generated, whether it is fake. So it is very important for the regions, for the countries like India, that they must have this kind of comprehensive AI framework. Now, next article is about the increasing incidents of urban fires in India. So why we are discussing this article? Because of the same thing. We are discussing because increasing number of urban fires in the residential buildings or in the hospitals, they have exposed the serious weaknesses in India's urban fire safety as well as disaster preparedness. Because see, urban fires are a part of disaster only, right? So if you want to manage urban fires, then you have to apply same thing which you apply for management of any kind of disaster. Yes. So first of all, we will discuss that why Indian cities are vulnerable to fire, because these reasons will be applicable everywhere for every Indian city. The first example is the unplanned urbanization. Unplanned urbanization means, see, whenever people are constructing the buildings or whenever people are creating their houses, at that time they don't realize that the place where they are building the houses, whether the roads are wide or whether we can create the second exit, even if any situation of fire occurs, at that time people don't realize all these things. So in any manner the urbanization is going on, and even the urban local bodies are not keeping a focus on this. Second is the building code violations. Building code violations means there are different kind of building codes. For example, if you are creating a multi-story building having 4 or 5 floors, then in that case, the main route of exit would be the stairs, right? But the building code says that when you are creating a multi-storied buildings, then at least you must have 2 exits, or if more you can do, you must have 3 exits. But here nowadays, what is happening? People are creating multi-storied buildings, but they have just the one exit, and that is the staircases. And that too, in staircases also, the space is very, very narrow. So consider a situation where no 100 or 200 people are no sitting in the classes and a fire broke out and they have very small exit. So see, here the problem is not, main problem is not fire is happening. Main problem is when fire is happening, you are not able to rescue the people. Why you are not able to rescue the people? Because planning was not proper. So because of this, we can say that the building code violations are happening. Next is the poor enforcement. poor enforcement means, see, whenever you want to build any infrastructure on land, so for that you have to obtain no objection certificate from the urban local bodies. But this no objection certificate has to be renewed after a particular period of time. But people don't even focus on those things, and urban local bodies also do not conduct the regular audits. So this is the poor enforcement. Next is the poor emergency preparedness. You see, even at present, if you do the audits, if you do fire audits of different buildings in India, many a times you would find that fire extinguishers have expired. Many a times you would find that there is only one exit for the students to leave. So this is the meaning of poor preparedness. Next is the electrical as well as structural risk. So many a times you would see that electrical wires are entangled among one another, right? So this is also one of the reason, because the overloading on electrical infrastructure is also happening. Because of that also the fires are happening, because of that electrical fires are happening. Now, if we discuss the constitutional as well as policy perspective here, so if we talk about the constitutional provision, so Article 21 everyone knows, right? So Article 21 is the right to life. So under right to life, right to live in the safe environment also comes. And in order to ensure that people live in the safe environment, here the urban local bodies have the important role to play. Urban local bodies have to ensure that whether any infrastructure is made, NOC has been renewed every time. Whenever any public infrastructure is made, the building code violations are not happening. In that way, only urban local bodies can ensure that right to life in a safe environment is properly ensured to the people. And second is the 74th Constitutional Amendment Act, because every time we are discussing about the urban local bodies here. That's why. So this is the constitutional provision here. Now, if we talk about the disaster management, so see, urban fire is similar to any kind of disaster which can happen in India. So this kind of disaster also will be requiring 4 steps: prevention, preparedness, response, as well as recovery. First of all, you have to see that the infrastructure which you are building, whether it is present in the narrow area, or whether this kind of infrastructure have proper exit or not. Just a second. Yes, so here you have to make sure that whatever kind of infrastructure you are making, you must ensure that even if any kind of fire happens in the future, you must be prepared for that. And before that, you have to prevent it. How you can prevent it? You can follow different kind of building codes. You can set up different kind of fire alarms. So in this way, you can prevent the fire. Also, you can be prepared for that. And finally comes the response and recovery. So for a very good response, you must ensure that at least 2 or 3 safe exits are available for the people, in order to ensure that proper rescue and responses happen. Yes. So what will be the way forward for this? First important way forward will be, you have to strengthen the building regulations. So it's not like no regulations are existing at present. Regulations are existing. At least people are not following these regulations only. So at least you must ensure that people are following the regulations, as well as you have to strengthen the existing ones. Next is the improve urban planning, and in that important role will be of urban local bodies. Next is the modernizing fire services. That means you have to ensure the technology adoption through the use of AI, through the use of GIS. You can ensure the proper mapping of the areas where fire incidents are happening, so that you can ensure that in future these kind of incidents don't happen. And finally come the citizen awareness. See, government cannot force you to do everything. You must also have a kind of awareness within you, that should I prepare a building in this area, should I create my house in this area, whether proper safety regulations can be maintained in this area. So all these things you must also be aware. Yes. Next article is about the water sharing dispute between Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. So here the news is that recently Kaveri Water Regulation Committee has directed Karnataka to release certain amount of water per day to Tamil Nadu. So to understand this complete issue, first of all, let's understand the geography of the Kaveri. So see, if we talk about Kaveri, so Kaveri is a river which has its origin in the state of Karnataka. Okay, so it originates from Tal Kaveri. So the region from where any river originates, that region is known as the upstream region. So this is known as upstream region. Karnataka is the upstream region from where Kaveri originates, and this region is at a bit height also as compared to Tamil Nadu. Now, if we talk about the states through which Kaveri flows, so we have the Karnataka as well as Tamil Nadu. Now, see, please see here in the map. So Kaveri originates from somewhere here, from the Brahmagiri hills of Karnataka, and eventually it flows to the state of Tamil Nadu. So if we talk about Karnataka, so Karnataka would be considered as the upstream state because from here the river originates, as well as it is at a bit height, and Tamil Nadu would be considered as the downstream state. Okay, so here the main issue is that if we talk about the Karnataka, so this is the upstream state. So from here river originates. So if Karnataka blocks the river somewhere in the middle, so the water of the river cannot be reached towards Tamil Nadu, right? So the complete control of the water is with Karnataka. So if Karnataka is blocking the flow of water, there would be water scarcity issues with respect to Tamil Nadu. So this is the main issue that Tamil Nadu is saying that because this year monsoon, very well monsoon is not happening. So the regions of Tamil Nadu are facing the water scarcity issue. So Tamil Nadu is saying that Karnataka is not releasing the adequate amount of water. And Karnataka is saying we require water for our own people only. So Tamil Nadu is saying that this is not our problem, right? Because as it was decided by the dispute committee that you would be releasing certain amount of water every year. So you have to do that. So that this is the main issue. So about the origin, we already discussed that it originates from Karnataka. These are the two main states, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, from this river flows. But if we talk about the basin, so in Kaveri river is river basin, Kerala and Puducherry will also come. So I think this we already discussed about the upstream and downstream states. Now let's discuss how this dispute is being managed. So for the management of this dispute, at present we have two kind of mechanisms. First is Kaveri Water Management Authority and second is Kaveri Water Regulation Committee. So to understand this, please understand first of all Article 262 of the Constitution. So Article 262 of the Constitution provides authority to the Parliament that they can make any law to resolve the water disputes between two or more than two states in India. So under also include using the powers under Article 262, Parliament have created an act, and that is Interstates Water Disputes Act of 1956. Now, under Interstates Water Disputes Act of 1956, we have a quasi-judicial body, that is Interstates Water Disputes Tribunal. So now what Kaveri Disputes Tribunal have given the judgment, to implement the provisions of that judgment, we have these two institutional mechanisms. The first is Kaveri Water Management Authority and second is Kaveri Water Regulation Committee. So here, this authority was constituted by central government in 2018 after the Supreme Court judgment. And similar thing is Kaveri Water Regulation Committee because it functions under Kaveri Water Management Authority. So about this, I think we have already discussed that this authority was created in 2018, and this authority was notified under Interstate Water Disputes Act, and this is considered as a statutory quasi-judicial body. So if we talk about Kaveri Water Management Authority, yes, if we talk about Kaveri Water Management Authority, this is notified under Interstates Water Disputes Act of 1956. That's why it is considered as the statutory as well as quasi-judicial authority. Now, next article is about the recent earthquake in Japan. So actually, this article is very important because the magnitude of earthquake is huge. The earthquake of 7.1 magnitude hit the coast of Japan, and which coast it hit? It has hit the Kyushu island of Japan. So first of all, let's understand the location of Japan. So actually, Japan is located in the Pacific Ocean, and Japan have the four islands. What are those four islands? Hokkaido, Honshu, Shikoku, and Kyushu. So at present, the earthquake have hit this Kyushu island, that is the southernmost island of Japan. So let's discuss in detail that why earthquakes are happening more and more in Japan. So to understand this, why earthquakes are happening more and more in Japan, you have to understand the location of Japan. See, if you see the location of Japan, so somewhere Japan is located somewhere here, right? Yes, this is the location of Japan. Now, if you see the location of Japan, it is located along the circum-Pacific belt, right? This is complete circum-Pacific belt. So, what is the main importance of circum-Pacific belt? Mainly, the boundaries in this belt are the converging boundaries. That means, for example, this is one lithospheric plate, this is another lithospheric plate. So, when these two plates interact, for many years these plates would be like this only. So see, these plates cannot go inside each other, so because of that pressure keeps building between these two plates, and one or the other plate would be subducting beneath another plate, beneath the other plate. So because of that, the energy which comes out, it comes out in the form of earthquakes. So please remember why Japan is more prone to earthquake, because Japan is located in the circum-Pacific zone. Now in circum-Pacific zone also we will discuss one very important thing, and that thing is the interaction of tectonic plates near Japan. So please remember, see, if you see the location of Japan, so see, I would change the color. Yes, if you see the location of Japan here, yes, so see, somewhere Japan is located somewhere here, right? Now please see, here we have Eurasian plate, right? Here, and here we have Philippines plate. Here we have North American plate. Is it visible? And here we have Pacific plate. So if we talk about the Pacific plate, so mostly Pacific plate is the oceanic plate, right? And please remember, whenever two plates interact, and if one of that plate, when two plates are interacting, is oceanic plate, every time this will happen, that oceanic plate would be subducting near the continental plate, because oceanic plate are denser compared to continental plates. So here, if we talk about Pacific plate, this is oceanic plate. If we talk about North American plate, this is mostly continental plate. Eurasian plate is also mostly continental plate. So when all these plates are interacting near the coast of Japan, so what will happen? Pacific plate would be subducting near the continent, subducting inside the continental plates. And when this plate interaction is happening, so because of that, energy would come out and earthquakes would happen. Okay. So now a practice question for you. So please pause the video. Please pause the video and try to solve this question, and please try to answer in the comment section. So that's all from my side for today. Thank you and have a nice day.